Hello everyone, this is Mumbo and welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft server. It is episode 40 and today I have literally just got back from a surfing trip. I went away for the weekend to do a little bit of surfing. It was absolutely fantastic fun. Me and Vicky went down to Fistral Beach in Cornwall and the surf was brilliant for once. The weather was also good. It was all brilliant. But I've just come back onto the Hermitcraft server and I've looked at my Skype messages. And apparently Iskall has built something in my base and I can already see something here. What the heck is that thing? Oh no! Is that a gravestone? I think he's made a gravestone. Mumbo Cactoni Memorial. So I think what might have happened is, because I haven't watched back Iskall's video yet, because as I say, I was away in Cornwall surfing, there's a chance he didn't find the button. So I think we might have blown Mumbo's face off. Okay. Oh, bless him! Look, he's crying! Oh no! I've fallen down the thing! I've fallen down the thing! I hope nothing happens here. I hope I haven't missed anything. Oh no! The pressure got to me and I've fallen down the area. Oh man. Oh, that's not good. I mean, I imagine that's all it was. Let's take a look in this book right here. Dear Mumbo, on a sunny day last summer, you killed Mumbo by enforcing a horrible waxing session to his mustache. Mumbo's memorial has been raised so that we can remember what glorious statue he was. It seems like, however, you have hurt his feelings as he is forever crying over your lands. Maybe you have to check what's inside him. What makes him tick? Does he have a side? What's inside Mumbo? What's inside? Blimey, that was way too much for my brain to read this early in the morning. What makes him tick? Does he have a heart? I'm fairly certain I messed up pretty much every single one of those sentences. As I say, it's been a fairly long drive. I've literally just got back in. But I am interested to see what is inside Mumbo Cactoni. Now, as I say, by the sounds of things... Oh, is that a heart sound? He's got a crazy sounding heart. Do we break into him? I kind of don't want to break anything. Oh, he does! He does! Oh, look at that! Oh, oh no! He's got a heart of gold! He's got a redstone generating module. Oh, I feel so bad. Oh, I feel so awful. What else has he got going on? I think that might be everything. Oh. We destroyed Mumbo Cactoni with his heart of gold and his redstone generating module. And you know, I've been needing some redstone. So, I think I'm going to take out the redstone generating module. Oh, bless him. Oh, now I must admit. Oh, look, there's his happy thoughts as well. Oh, he's... Oh, I mean, I might go over there and take a look at exactly what we have done to Mumbo Cactoni. I hope it's not too bad. I hope we haven't completely written him off. I mean, in my defense, it is Iskall's fault for not finding the button. He shouldn't be so useless at Minecraft, but... I suppose you can't help that. Here goes. We're going through into Iskall's base. Now, by the looks of things, he's cleared up all of the redstone contraptions. And it looks like he has actually restored Mumbo Cactoni to his original state. Which is good. I'm glad to see that he's okay. I always forget how goofy this thing is. Oh, he is fantastic. He is absolutely fantastic. There's a few little holes. There's a few little holes in his pathway, but No, I'm glad to see that he's been restored back to health. Anyway, let's pop back over to the base. We've got a bunch of things to work on in today's Hermitcraft episode. I cannot tell what's happened here, but by the look of things, we've got ourselves a guardian spawned? And he's doing some wacky stuff. Oh, I think I know what's happened here. So, we have... Yep. Thanks, Iskall. Thanks, Iskall. You've made a guardian spawner. But, oh, okay. Well, he's got deadly tears now. I think Bumbo Cactone is actually getting me back for this. Now that we've got that funny business out of the way, it is time to crack on with the first project of today's episode, which is to fill in all of the glass going around the outside of these things, whilst also trying to get access to my filming channel back, because Google really aren't helping here. Apparently my Google Plus account got suspended for some unknown reason. I haven't used it for 5 years, so I don't really understand how that's come about, but apparently when that happens, you lose access to all Google accounts that are linked to it. Which is stupid. Really stupid. I mean, can you really believe how stupid that is? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. It's just, it's so stupid. It's frankly ridiculous, if you're asking me. I mean, seriously. Stupid, 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 stupid. Stupid. Just stupid, stupid. I honestly, I can't believe that that's even a thing. I mean, that is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Oh, I spent the whole time complaining so much that I hadn't even realised that I was finished. Okay, so we've done the outer edge. Now it's time to crack on with the centre, and I promise I'll stop saying stupid now. Can we just take a moment to accept the fact that it is stupid, though? Finally, both the inside and the outside are now all done, so we now have a full walkway going around the outside. Now, originally, I was going to do exactly the same thing for this one, and this one, but I've been doing that quite a bit recently. Obviously, we built the first diamonds, and then that was one episode done, then we built the second set of diamonds, and also we got all of the quartz. That was another episode done, and I just don't want to do another episode where I basically fill in all 4 of these things, repeating the same thing 4 times over. Even though these are massive projects and I'm putting tons of time into these episodes, it is getting a tiny bit repetitive, even for me. So what I'm going to do is instead, we're actually going to start work on the first farming module. This is going to be the first one, and my plan is we're going to have glass all the way across the bottom, and then we're going to have no water all the way in the inside. And the walkway as well. Yeah. That's going to be a big one. I have no clue how long this is going to take. This is also going to use tons upon tons of glass, because of course we need to fill in this entire area, which I have no clue how big this area actually is. But yeah, pretty monstrous. Pretty monstrous. So I think, well, I mean, I'm going to have to do some serious smelting, and also some serious block placing, and then some serious sponge placing. Stupid. Oh, sorry, I'm in the wrong part of the video, aren't I? So, I have used about 1.5 inventories worth of glass. And we are probably about 45% done. So you can see, this is the area that we've covered. This is the area that we have left. Now, I have got 1 extra inventory of glass that is currently smelting up in the super smelter. I'm also going to take some sand over from those hoppers and chests there, and I'm going to basically hot swap it. So I'm going to take the glass that has been smelted and put new sand in. That's kind of how that's going to work, and hopefully we can just continue filling our pockets with glass so that we can get this thing built relatively quickly. And we have a bit of a problem here. I have been waiting on this thing smelting for a little while. Turns out I have been wasting my time, because yeah, there is very little in the way of coal in there. Brilliant. And we could also have another bit of a situation. I have absolutely no coal left. I have used literally every single piece. Thankfully, I found a whole bunch of coal ore inside the You'll Each Share Hermits. I think that's what that thing is called. So this should just about do the trick for all of our smelting needs. So now that all of the coal is in the super smelter, we still have quite a lot of resources left to gather. Obviously, we are using light blue stained glass, which means that, sadly, we do need quite a lot of light blue dye. And to make light blue dye, of course, you need lapis, which we have plenty of. But you also need quite a lot of bones, which I currently don't have many of, due to the fact that I don't have a mob farm yet. This is one of the first Hermitcraft seasons where I haven't had a proper mob spawner within, like, episode 10. I'm sure that's going to change at some point. 10 more stacks of glass have been placed in, and look where we have managed to get to. Just 2 seconds. Okay, we do have 8 more left, but yeah. How? How? That doesn't make any sense to me. I swear, I think I might have like a glass leak. I just have things just dropping out my pockets. And there goes another 10 stacks of glass. We've moved across probably about 5 blocks, maybe 4 blocks. We still have this massive chunk left to go, and I really need a bigger super smelter. I am spending most of my time here just stood next to it, waiting for a decent quantity of glass to come through, just so I can take it over here and place it in. Completely ridiculous. I think at some point we're just going to have to build like a massive 128 furnace system that just smelts things like no tomorrow. I think that might be something that we have to do. This thing is so slow. We wait, and we wait, and then suddenly you get a whole batch of them, and then we wait, and wait, and wait once again. Definitely, yeah. We need a massive one, I think. Finally, this thing should now all be done. We're just placing in the final few blocks here, and that should just about cover the entire area. So this place has now been filled in with the glass. Now when you stand up there, you can't actually see it. It's only when you're down underneath the water you can tell that this thing has been filled in. But of course, that's not how things are going to stay. We have now got to run channels all the way across this thing. We've got to run 5 block high walls all the way across it. And then we have to do all of the sponging. So I'm going to crack on with doing all the channels, and then I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Now, as I said earlier, each one of these strips is going to be 5 blocks apart from the other one, because I believe sponges clear out a 5x5 space. Now, I'm not 100% certain on that, and I also imagine that this is going to be quite a tricky procedure. I think I'm not going to do it in strips. I think I might do it in boxes, maybe 5x5 boxes. I think the amount of time that I put into the grid system should hopefully make the sponge system work better. Ideally, I would like to spend more time building the grid and less time doing the sponges, because the sponges is really frustrating. Obviously, you have to smelt them and everything like that. I would rather spend more time making a really good grid that the sponges will be able to fly through than building a rubbish grid that the sponges take ages to clear. That's kind of like my logic on this one. I think that's the way that I'm going to do it. That being said, I mean, we are less than halfway through once again. I haven't even done all of the cross grids, so who knows? I think I've taken on some pretty big projects today. Jeez. I've just done a little bit of maths in my head, and I've worked out that placing in these horizontal grid things is the equivalent of me filling in this entire area with stone once again. Because these things, they're 5 blocks apart, but they're also 5 blocks tall. So if you were to lay them flat, then it would cover this entire area. I'm in a block placing mood today, clearly. In today's episode, there's going to be a handful of time-lapse chats, so I'm going to do that thing that I did recently, where I kind of do a question and answer session throughout each one of the time-lapse chats. Now, the first question has come from Ailurus. I believe that's how I pronounce your name. They have actually asked 3 questions, all of which have been commonly referred to. So number 1 is, how is the van going? Not particularly very well. It stumped out all of his oil again, so I'm just going to have to get my head under there and try and work out what's going on. I'm also going to take it over to the specialist as well, just to see if they can get a rough idea of what's happening. It just seems to be dripping on both sides of the sump, and it's kind of dripping onto the top of the sump, so there's something between the engine block, because there's no visible stuff inside the actual engine bay. There's no visible oil inside the engine bay, but the sump is covered in oil. So I don't really know. It's not dripping from the sump, but it's dripping onto the sump. I have no clue where it's coming from. So yeah, I'm probably going to need a second opinion on that one. So yeah, not brilliant, not running at the minute. Setup Tour 2017, I've actually kind of done one of those on the filming channel, and I will be doing more of those on the filming channel in the future. I've already filmed a kind of setup tour type video that just needs to be uploaded, but unfortunately I can't upload it at the minute because I don't have access to that channel. And how is Benji going? He's going okay. He has a little bit of a strange thing at the minute where his ears, I think during this time of year, I think he gets, I don't know, I don't really know how to describe it. He tends to get this strange thing with the skin around his ears at around this point every single year, where it basically like scabs over, and it's really quite bad, and the vets don't really understand what happens. They just give him antibiotics and steroids, and then it seems to go away. But we don't really know what's going on with Benji, but he seems to be recovering, and he's all okay. Just exactly the same as normal, stupid as ever, but a fantastic little cat. After about an hour and a half, nearing 2 hours of stone placing on the inside of this area here, we now have ourselves the grid. So this is where we are going to be placing in all of the sponges that are going to be going, hopefully just in the center right there. And then hopefully they will clear out all of the water. I sincerely hope that I haven't messed up my maths here, and the sponge doesn't actually clear as much water as I think, because then we'll have an issue. Then, well, I suppose it's going to be easier, okay? It's going to be easy to clear this thing simply because, you know, we have so much water that has been displaced by all of this stone, so now we're only clearing these tiny little things. Each little pocket of these should be quite simple, but there is a lot of them. There is an awful lot of these things. So, yeah. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. This is my first time doing like a large-scale water clearing using sponges. Obviously, this area here was cleared out using the sand machine. And boy, oh boy, you know, while I was doing the sand machine, I was thinking to myself, oh, I reckon it'll be easier to do this using sponges. But no, I am so glad that I chose to use the sand machine instead of doing that massive grid, multiple layers of it all through this area. I think I'd cry if I had to do that. So anyway, let's pop back over, pick up some sponges, and crack on with this one. Here comes the moment of truth. Now, all of you will know the outcome to this already, I'm sure. There'll be people screaming down in the comment section exactly what's going to happen here. But we are going to go a couple blocks up and... Okay. Well, that answers that. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's kind of easy to clear out the place. But that's not really the result that I wanted. Let's try something different. Maybe if we go this far down. No. That's worse. What's my best setup? So if we go this far down, we take out that much, and then we go maybe here. We take out that, and then we place in... I mean, that's slightly better. But only slightly. Maybe if I do... Okay, let's try something new here. So we place in the sponge on that level there. Okay, and then we place it on this level here. Sponge. Nope, worse again. Oh dear. We might need to use 3 sponges per thing. Oh well, let's crack on with it anyway. Craft Help has asked, what makes you the most happy? Now this is an interesting one because it really is difficult. There's plenty of things that make me very happy. Obviously making these Minecraft videos, very happy with that. Releasing YouTube video, is a very happy sensation. But also outside of those things, because you guys already know that, I would say filming. I absolutely love filming. When filming is going well and I can feel that I'm shooting a good video, or when I set up a shot with my camera, or with, for example, the Blackmagic Ursa camera, which is like a much better version of my camera, and I set up a shot and I just feel like the composition and the way that it looks is right, or when I put it into the computer and I color grade it and I go, yes, that's exactly what I want, that's a very happy feeling. Okay, that's absolutely fantastic for me. But also surfing. Now, I did this just the other day. I've actually just come back from a surfing trip away in Cornwall for, I think, well, we stayed for 2 nights, me and my girlfriend, and we surfed for most of the middle day because it's quite a long trip down there. So we travelled on either end in either day, and then the middle day was the day that we were spending surfing. And my girlfriend is completely new to surfing. I've been trying to teach her, but also just the feeling of being on a clean, glassy wave is absolutely amazing. Like, just looking down at your feet and seeing nothing but water, no white water or anything like that. You're just on the crest of the wave. You just look down, your feet are on the board, you're going down the line of the wave. It's an incredible feeling, and I can imagine it only gets better as the waves get bigger, and also as soon as you start going through the pipeline and things like that. I mean, being able to look up and seeing the wave curve over you, I bet that's an incredible feeling. That's something that I would love to experience at some point in my life, but that's quite a skilled maneuver in the world of surfing, so who knows, it might never happen. But at the minute, yeah, the feeling of surfing is fantastic for me. It really is, and I think it's amplified by the fact that you sit in the water waiting for a very long time for the perfect wave to come along to catch it, and the amount of effort involved in catching it, it makes it so worthwhile. It's fantastic. So for anyone who hasn't surfed before, I would highly suggest trying it out because it's a lot of fun, and let's face it, you look really cool, and everyone at your work or at your school will think you're really cool if you surf. So that, my friends, is that. We have cleared out the full area of water. Now, it took around about, I'd say about an hour and a half, I think. Yeah, 1.5 hours. So, pretty substantial in the world of sponge placing. And obviously, you know, there was quite a lot of waiting around due to the fact that we had to wait for the sponges to get back to being sponges and being able to pick up their items. But the water has now been cleared. So, now we have the job of clearing out all the stone. We have got to get rid of the entire grid, and that is going to be a tiny bit more difficult due to the fact that our beacon, yeah, that beacon doesn't quite reach us over here. Ah. Now, I wasn't actually planning on doing a time lapse for this one, but I thought it would look fairly cool seeing the full destruction. And also, this question came up, which I thought was really interesting. I'll answer it very quickly. Walker Goldman has asked, on your vlogging channel, do you ever plan to go to any other countries and make vlogs or short films there? The answer is yes. I would love to do that. I'd love to do more docu-style travel film type things. I've thought of a brilliant way to do it. I can imagine it would end up looking really quite cool. What I want to do is like mic myself in so that I can actually talk and have conversations with people. I'd probably go with my girlfriend, I'd mic her in as well, and then I'd literally record sound for the whole day, but then I'd shoot beauty shots while we're doing it, and then you can get snippets of our conversations over the top of really good looking video with also voiceover that I do in post. Oh, that would be so good. It would be so good. Taking inspiration from the guys from Creative North, that's how they shot some of their travel film when I was in the Lake District, and it's such a genius idea, and I want to experiment with it, and I imagine it will go really well. So hopefully I'll be doing that soon. But anyway, let's pop back onto the Hermitcraft server. There we go. This thing is done. It is cleared, and it is looking, well, pretty mega. That is quite a project. Now I have to say, I have reached a point in the day where my backside is starting to ache from sitting at the computer for so long, which is like a reminder of how much Minecraft I have been playing. But that's not bad, eh? I mean, this base is starting to really come together. I mean, really, we are starting to have just stupid quantities of scale here. It's getting to the point now where one side, if I stand on that corner of my base, I do not load the other side of the base. How ridiculous is that? And I imagine it's only going to get bigger from here. I've got big plans. I don't think I'm going to stop here. I might just try and expand this off and have it be an absolutely huge, sprawling area. Now, I have just left a massive cobblestone pillar right there, But I am chuffed to bits with this. We did it. It looks good. It looks cool. This is going to be the basis for the first farming module, and I'll be letting you know what farms we're going to be building in the next Hermitcraft episode. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, for the time being, that is all I've got time for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please sure to hit that like button, and if you really loved it, then make sure to subscribe. But thanks for watching, guys. This has been Mumbo, and I'm out. I'll see you later.